Smoke detector going off.
Don't hear it at all.
It's not coming through.
I did not hear your smoke detector at all. But there might be a fire, so you should probably check on that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason, Joe, and Cramser. And we are back with Songs of the Year. It's been a minute, a couple weeks at least. Things were getting a little busy. I was moving, lots going on. So we put it on pause. We are back now with 2009. And for anyone that doesn't remember, or if you're new here, we do two lists of 5 songs each. The first one is all songs that charted during the year, could have charted at any number for any number of weeks. As long as it charted, it counts. And then the second list can be anything at all, deep cuts, B-sides, as long as it came out in 2009. One of the lists will be one song short because we save our very favorite of the year for the end. And then before we reveal that, we will also make a selection for our least favorite song of the year. Want me to go first?
Sure.
All right, my favorite charting songs of 2009. I'm going to start with 1901 by Phoenix, shifting from their previous album, which was kind of like the French Strokes sound, and just going all in on like the biggest and buzziest synths you ever heard in your life. Super catchy, great energy. Not really hard to see why it was their breakthrough, even though I probably do prefer their previous record a bit more. Next for me, I'm going to go with Notion by Kings of Leon. This was like a last gasp single from the really huge album Only by the Night. Didn't really explode the way some of the other songs from that record did, but it did chart. It's got great drums by Nathan Followell, really drives the song. Caleb gives an amazing vocal performance on it. I think it's really well produced as well. And then another band that just keeps making my list, and judging by my Billboard list, you would think that I'm a huge fan of this band. And I do like them a lot, but maybe not as much as this series has led people to believe. But I've got The Fixer by Pearl Jam. I just think it's a great rock song, very melodic, kind of poppy almost, great sing-along hooks, good energy. Next, I'm going to go with another rock tune. I've got Panic Switch by Silver Sun Pickups. Find it a little odd that this song charted, actually, but it's got that really big alternative rock sound, really big riff, which continues as the bass line once you kind of get into the groove. Lots of loud guitars, really massive crescendoing solo. Just a good tune. And then my last one for the Billboard is going to be a song that I think came out a year or two previous, but charted in 2009. I've got Kids by MGMT. Just one of several singles on Oracular Spectacular that rank among the catchiest songs of the aughts. That synth line is just irresistible. The huge drums just drive the verses. It's an impossible song to hear and not have it get stuck in your head. So really like that one from MGMT.
Right. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a while. Feels like a whole year. Number 5 on my billboards. I got The Only Exception from Paramore. Love Hayley Williams' vocal performance on here. So emotional. Number 4, sharing one with Jason. I got Notion from Kings of Leon. Love the intro guitar line. It was so tuneful. I don't know, maybe my favorite from them. Their last like good one, I think, anyway. Number 3, another one with Jason in common. I got 1901 from Phoenix. Just a fun rock song. I don't know if there's going to be too much more of those on the charts that making it feels like a last gasp year for that kind of like fun, upbeat, almost dance rock. Number 2, I'm going to go with Lonely Island. Yes, they charted this year. I'm on a boat. These guys were surprisingly on the charts a fair amount. Number 1 is going to be from the artist of the year, no question about it. I got Poker Face from Lady Gaga. Nobody had a better 2009 than Lady Gaga. This song is just robotically sexy, so much innuendo, the weirdness, the paranoia. Totally cool, totally great song. Changed pop forever. Poker Face, my number 1.
I got a good bit in common with you boys. I got Kids, MGMT, the bum, 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 bum. So catchy. That album is just killer and it's so much fun. And I've got we got a trifecta in the billboards here. We got 1901 by Phoenix. Pretty sure it could have been ruined by being in almost like every car commercial from 09 to 2011. But, you get that awesome big bassy synth sound and like these really cool kind of broken apart drumming. And then it just explodes into this awesome chorus with the mine, mine, mine. So cool. Then here's one that I used to try to dislike this song because I just don't think the band's cool, but I got Ain't No Rest for the Wicked by Cage the Elephant. It's kind of catchy and it's a very weak Billboard year. So I'm going with it. Like there's a little cool, like fake country vibes to it. It's trying really hard, but I don't know. I'll give it to it. I've also got Empire State of Mind by Jay-Z. Love just the big hooks. Love driving into New York. I remember talking about this song in one of our other videos. It might have been the video where we talk about geography and songs or whatever, but I think it's just really big and epic. And in New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made. It's such a great hook. And then, because we've been talking about her a lot, she's still on my mind, I got Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. That great little, cute little, and then great hook with the, what more could you want? Maybe the last gasp of cute little pop girl music. Well, maybe.
I don't know. Wildcards. I kick my list off with some Monsters of Folk right back there. The Sandman, The Brakeman, and Me. Really gorgeous M. Ward track from that record. His collaboration with Connor Oberst and Jim James. They all show up for that record. Really good record. They all bring A material, not leftovers from their day jobs. M's voice is so good on this song. The guitar playing is excellent. And Connor and Jim's kind of subtle backing vocal contributions work perfectly. I think it's like a really pretty lullaby type of tune. Then I'm going with Fetal Horses by John Vanderslice. Love the production on all of John Vanderslice's records. This track sounds so good. He always has really interesting lyrics too. The line "fetal horses gallop in the womb" is such a evocative line, kind of interesting. Then I'm going to go with super catchy French Navy by Camera Obscura. Perfect pop song. Got that little bit of like 60s baroqueness, girl group bounciness, sweeping strings, a little bit of Motown R&B inspired rhythms, just totally irresistible. Then I've got Temecula Sunrise by Dirty Projectors. Really beautiful song, really cool guitar playing. David Longstreth's unique vocals. Really great female backing vocals from Amber Kaufman and Angel Diodorian. But the whole thing is just like a little bit off kilter. The really weird timing feels like it's speeding up and slowing down throughout the song. Just makes it really odd and intriguing and kind of addicting. So there you go. Those are 4, and I got one more for later.
All right. I don't know any of those songs. Like nothing has changed in the series here. I think this year stinks. So here's 5 songs. Number 5, Veronica Sawyer, Smokes from AFI. Pretty much them channeling The Cure. Really cool 80s teenage nostalgia vibe to this one. A lot of fun from Crash Love. Number 4, I'm going to go with one that I know Cramser loves. I don't think it's going to make his list, but maybe the highlight of the Black Crowes week. I Ain't Hiding. A totally weird, like disco tune, just completely out of left field. That album is very stripped down and like laid back. And then there's like this "Do You Think I'm Sexy" Rod Stewart disco number out of the blue, but I love it. Such a cool track. Number 3, I'm gonna go back to Gaga. Don't call me Gaga. The Dark and Foreboding Monster. Love that He Ate My Heart line. It's just a really sexy but unsexy slice of European electro dance pop. And I really love the cascading electronic drums on that one. Number 2, it's my alarm every morning. Favorite Muse track, United States of Eurasia. It's Muse being Queen pretty much. And then they tack on one of my all-time favorite classical tracks, Nocturne in E-flat major by Frederick Chopin. So just a really great over the top musy track from them. And my number one will wait for the winner circle.
Right. I do like that Black Crowes album a lot, but nothing made it. And good call on Veronica Sawyer song. I like that song. And you gotta love Winona Ryder's Veronica Sawyer character in the movie Heathers. Lovely. Here's what I've got though. I share one with Jason. We're seeing a little eye to eye in '09. I got French Navy by Camera Obscura, kind of throwing back to like kind of early 60s pop with that kind of dream pop revival that was going on there. It's really pretty and it's just really whimsical and lush and easygoing. I love it. I've also got a really ghostly, beautiful, poetic song that kind of uses that kind of trope that Arcade Fire did a little around this time and everyone else, where it's kind of like that childish choir in the background. I'm going with Middle East, Blood. And then I'm going with Regina Spektor from her album Far, Eat, EET, a Russian word meaning passion of time or whatever. It's really just beautiful and powerful. It's got a great build to it and her vocals rock. And then pretty underrated from Phoenix, I've got Fences. Really chill, hypnotic, cool beat. His falsetto is great. And I love when he does the dissident. That whole album's just a really cool, like foot tapping album. It's pretty cool. And everyone knows 1901, but Fences is awesome also. And my favorite song of '09 will wait as well.
All right, the worst of the year. And this is an interesting case because one of our least favorite songs of all time, collectively, Hey Soul Sister by Train, came out this year. And now I don't know what the official ruling is because it did chart, but I don't think it actually cracked the top 40 until the first week of 2010. So I don't know if you guys went there already or if you're holding off. I'm going with a different track, one that should have been in our March Madness tournament for sure, because I think it is one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. And that is Fireflies by Owl City. It's this really bad Postal Service ripoff. And it's just so infuriating to me. I hate it so much. And it's hard to even explain why. I don't think the music itself is awful. And he does sound a lot like Ben Gibbard, who I like. I don't know. It just comes down to the attitude of the song, I think. It sounds like a smug, rich kid making music on his laptop for no other reason than to make it catchy enough to be a hit. There's no artistry in it. Nothing about Owl City feels genuine. It feels like some kind of corporate concoction. It's very lame. There's no soul to it. And just hearing it just makes me feel icky inside. I absolutely cannot stand this song. I think it's one of the biggest pieces of garbage to ever hit the charts. Dreadful song. Hate it.
All right. Since we didn't have an official ruling on it, I'm going with Hey Soul Sister as my least favorite of this year. I don't care when it hit the top 40. It came out this year, so it's the worst. It's so much worse than Fireflies. It's not even fair.
I'll abide by the old school rules. So a little heads up, in 2010, my least favorite song will be Hey Soul Sister. But this gives me a chance to talk about How Bad I Got a Feeling is by Black Eyed Peas. I hate that friggin' song. Still being played at weddings all the time and everything. And just that keyboard hit and everything about it is just so annoying. And then it's not too bad at the beginning with the melody when he does that, I got a feeling. But once it kicks in and then it's just like, we got to know. Let's live it up. It's so drony and uninteresting. I don't want anything to do with it. And I don't even hate the Black Eyed Peas. Meet Me Halfway almost made my Billboard list. So,
all right, time for the winners. I don't know what it is about this song. I've just always liked it a lot. It's a pretty simple tune. I've got Old Hat by Ben Queller. This is from his Changing Horses record where he kind of tried to go country. And I think he was pretty successful in doing so. I think it's a great piece of writing. Super simple. The lyric, I never want to be the old hat you wear on your pretty head. I think it's a great line. His delivery with the harmonies is beautiful. Kit Kitterman's pedal steel is the perfect foil. It's got these great little descending piano melodies as well that work really, really well. You know, I think in another era, if you go back to the 60s or something and put this out, I think it would be a country classic. But as it is, it's just kind of a song that no one knows and is forgotten about. But I think it's great and deserves to have a little moment in the sun here. So Old Hat by Ben Queller is my song of the year.
All right, I'm going back to Lady Gaga again, third time. Bad Romance is going to be my winner. Song that really cemented my love for Lady Gaga. So I was a little bit skeptical that she could repeat the singles from the Fame. I thought they were maybe, one-hit wonder kind of thing. She had like 5 hits, and Bad Romance, the centerpiece of the whole album, sexy and dark, and she dropped some French in there and some made-up words, and just whatever the hell she wanted to do, she did, and she did it very well. So Bad Romance is my number 1, 2009.
I don't think my winner should be a shock. Either of you got a guess what it is, Jason? All right, it's My Girls from Animal Collective, and it's a runaway winner. Even Jason likes this song a good bit. It's so cool. I always have trouble describing Animal Collective, but this one is pretty poppy. It's really big. It's really almost like club-esque with the big beats and the big synth kind of circular pattern just going around everyone. And it's just got the catchiest lyrics and melodies ever. And, I don't care about material things like your social stats. It's just so cool. I love it. It's really topical for the time. Joe is, beside himself, and he's probably never even heard the song. He just knows what people who like Animal Collective look like, and he's just disgusted by it. So whatever, it's a beautiful song. I hope it gets me the win. Bad Romance was also a good selection. If Old Hat wins, I'll be really upset. I'm just tired of all the boring ass white dudes with first name, last name artists with no creativity. It's just, come on.
If Old Hat wins, I will eat my hat on air.
2009 was a rough year. I think there weren't too many great songs. I like a lot of albums, not a lot of standout songs, and the Billboard was really thin. I got Party in the USA on it, for Christ's sake.
It's definitely much better when the white guys changed their name to Panda Bear.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
All right, everybody. Let us know what you think of our picks. What did we miss? What are your favorite songs of 2009? Drop it all down in the comments. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. Make sure you check the link in the video description. Follow it to our website. You can vote for which of our songs of the year is your favorite. We've been keeping a running tally. Do we have a score, Joe, or what do we got?
Well, I had to go back. I couldn't remember the URL, the website. It's been so long, but I was able to find it, and it looks like a runaway for Oxford, Vampire Weekend taking it, which means Cramser's he's getting close. He's up to 15.5, Jason 19.5, and I got 22. So it's tightening at the top here. Should be a fun chase for the pennant.
In addition to all that, follow all of the other links, to our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our Patreon, if you're interested in supporting us further. We got a merch store. Just check it all out. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.